Hey there, Lori here, and I have some cool stuff to talk to you about today that I think you can really use in your business when you're talking to your prospects and when you're just talking to people about their life and what we really need to be doing all the time when we're building relationships in order to prospect people. When I talk to people now, because I don't prospect anymore, it's not how I run my business. I do all my lead generation in an automated fashion, and I just attract the right people to me. But when you're prospecting, we all go out and talk to people, right? And you're always building a relationship. The best thing you can be doing, right, is just ask questions. Ask about why people are doing what they're doing, how they got there, find out about their life, find out about who they are. That actually builds so much rapport when you are just asking questions about them. People love to talk about themselves. They love when people are interested in them, right? And that's how we build the relationship before we start to prospect, if you're going to prospect someone. I do a lot of that on my sales calls and on my, when I'm bringing someone into a coaching program or into one of my primary, affiliate programs or selling the vacation club that I sell, all that kind of stuff. Like, I want to know that it's a good fit for somebody. We should always, always be more focused on if it's a good fit. So this idea that what if resistance is the portal to greater possibilities is a different mindset and a different perspective for thinking about resistance, right? I recently, last year, was certified in NLP. And if you've ever heard of NLP, it's called Neuro-Linguistic Programming. It has a lot to do with our linguistics, the words that we use and the way we describe things and the way we perceive things. Because how we perceive things creates our reality. If I believe that cloudy, rainy days are the worst days on earth, I'm never going to enjoy a rainy, cloudy day, right? But if I believe that rainy, cloudy days are great days to clean out closets, then rainy, cloudy days don't bother me, right? And so our language creates our beliefs. Our language creates our beliefs. So if you believe resistance is a bad thing and that resistance is always something that keeps you from something you shouldn't do, that's a belief that's going to keep you stuck, no matter if it has to do with your business or your relationships or, buying a new car or whatever other decision you're going to make. And so think about your prospects and when they have resistance, right? They have resistance when they say, I don't have the time, I don't have the money, I have to talk to my husband or my wife, I don't know if this is going to work for me. It's, all of these objections that we get, all that resistance, they're looking at what they're thinking and their beliefs are, and they're interpreting them as bad resistance, right? Like, I have bad resistance. And you, as the person who's giving them an opportunity, can also be looking at that resistance as something that's bad, right? When basically all it is uncertainty on their part. All objections boil down to some kind of uncertainty. It's either uncertainty in your company, uncertainty in the product, uncertainty in the opportunity, uncertainty in you, as someone who can help them, and uncertainty, that was my microphone, uncertainty that they have in themselves, right? And it's our job to help them get over that uncertainty. And we do that by asking questions. But to get back to the bigger picture, I want you to look at resistance as the vehicle, the portal to greater possibilities. If you look at resistance that way, all it really means is if someone has resistance to what you're trying to offer them, it's an opportunity of greater possibilities, because as soon as you can clear that resistance, then that person is going to be more open to what you're offering, more open to your opportunity, right? And recognizing that they have uncertainty in some area can help you figure out, well, which area do they have uncertainty, right? And usually it's uncertainty in themselves. Sometimes it's not. It's just uncertainty in the business model of network marketing. Uncertainty in what they're going to have to do to make it work. And that's where we come in. We have to actually give them a way to win, which I talk about in my Endless People to Talk to training. The best thing you can ever do for your prospect is to show them how you're going to help them win. And of course, in my opinion, the best way to make them win is to have an automated lead generation system with a funnel and paid advertising with Facebook ads, rather than telling them to make a list of 100 people to call and go call everyone they've known since, nursery school to see if they'd be interested. To me, that's the fastest way to get people to quit, because they don't like it. They don't like to do it. They don't want to push through the rejection. They don't have enough confidence in themselves to do that. And they're just going to go back to what they were doing before, which is why there's such a high failure rate and a high rate of people making so little money in network marketing. Sorry, Sophie's barking. Okay, so let's get back to the resistance. Hopefully someone's not at the door. Yikes. All right. All right, she stopped. That's good. That means I don't think it's anybody at the door. She's just hearing people outside the door. Sorry about that. So let's get to what is going to help people get over those objections, get over that resistance. And the best way to explain it is that you don't want to sell your opportunity. You don't want them to say yes to the opportunity. And of course, this is what we're all taught how to do, right? I learned from one of the coaches that I hired is that it's more important to focus on what people want, not what you're trying to sell them, right? And the best way to explain that is asking them, how much money do they want to make, right? Because most people want to make more money, right? Well, but why do they want to make more money? What is that going to do for them? That's a really important question you can ask. Why do you want to make more money? What's it going to do for you? It's going to help me pay for private school for my kids. I have no retirement and I want to be able to travel when I retire. I want to be able to quit my 9-to-5 so I can be my own boss and have freedom. We've heard many, many of these reasons, right? But what you want to do is get really deep into what their dreams are, because our businesses are just a vehicle to achieve our dreams. Our businesses, our opportunities are just a vehicle to achieve a lifestyle. It's almost always freedom, right? But the dreams are what's important. It's not your opportunity, right? The opportunity is a vehicle. And when you explain it that way, when you talk about it that way with your prospects, you're going to get way better results, because it's all about what they want in their life, not because they want to sell skincare, or essential oils, or legal services, or whatever it is. We can be emotionally involved in our products and services because we love them. That's great. We're emotionally involved in them, right? In many cases. And you may find people that are too. But really what people are emotionally involved in is their dream. Their dream. You want to really, really get people clear on their dream. And a lot of times they're not. I talk to a lot of people and I say, they want to get to 10K a month or whatever it is. And I say, okay, what is the best part of that for you? What would be the best part of that? And they're like, well, I could travel more. I could pay my bills off, and those are all good, but that's not a dream. That's not an inspiring dream. Like, well, so where do you want to travel? I want to go to Italy. Where in Italy do you want to go? I want to go to Capri. Okay, where do you see yourself in Capri? Where do you see yourself in Rome? What are you doing? Who are you with? What, have you checked the flights out yet? And people don't take their dreams to a high enough level to want to be motivated enough to either start an opportunity or continue an opportunity in our niche, right? So our job is to get people really, really clear on what their dreams are. And then when they're having a tough day and they're on your team and you're their sponsor, you can just remind them of their dream. Remind them what they really want. That's what's going to make them go out and prospect. That's what's going to make them build a funnel with me, or build a funnel and learn how to do Facebook ads and automate their lead generation and all those things. So it's always, you've heard this before, it always comes back to our why. That's the why. The why and the dream can be the same, but they can also be a little different, your why could be, I want to be known as such and such because of such and such and this and that, and in my experience. But the dream is usually about lifestyle. It's usually about family, relationships, and things like that. So if you can hone in on that really deep with your prospects, sell them on the dream. Don't sell them on your opportunity. Your opportunity is a vehicle to get there, to get that dream. And just one other last thought that I love to kind of teach people about is sacrifice. Okay? A lot of people, and this is another way of thinking about sacrifice. Many people think sacrifice is giving something up that they really want, right? It's a sacrifice to spend money on college, or it's a sacrifice to, give up ice cream, or it's a sacrifice to give up smoking, like if you want to be a smoker, but it's not good for you, so you have to quit or whatever. Sacrifice is not just giving up something that you want, that you wish you had, all right? Sacrifice is letting go of something that's at a lower level to achieve something at a higher level, which is a completely different way of looking at sacrifice. We resist sacrifice, right? Because we think that our life isn't going to be better if we sacrifice. It's like it's a bummer to have to sacrifice anything, right? But really, if you want to quit smoking, or you want to lose weight, or you want to grow your business, it's not a sacrifice to give up the time to grow your business or to do any of those other things. You're letting go of something at a lower level so you can achieve a higher level of yourself. You can achieve a higher level of your business, of your personal development, of your leadership skills, of your skills. Money follows skills, right? That I talk about that in my webinar too, in my training. Money follows skills. So I hope this has been helpful and given you some great things that you can communicate with your prospects when you're talking to them, whether you're prospecting them or whether you're just closing them, they've seen the opportunity, whatever it is. Resistance is the portal to greater possibilities. So I'm going to weave this into offering my 90-day quick start, right? People resist they resist opportunities, they resist coaching programs, they resist all kinds of different things. They resist paid advertising. I recognize all of that. The people who don't resist it are the ones that sacrifice something at a lower level to achieve something at a higher level. And they also see that It might be a little scary. You know, most people that work with me are like, I'm scared, you know, is this really gonna work? You know, all that kind of thing. It's like, that's why you have a coach, because you don't have 100% confidence in yourself, and it's my job to actually give you that confidence until you have it for yourself. That's what Jonathan taught me when I first started working with him. You know, I was like, I didn't know what I was doing at all. And he said, Lori, it's my job as your coach to give you the confidence that you don't have yet. And the only reason you don't have it yet is because you're still learning. You just don't know the stuff yet, but you will know it, and you're gonna learn it just like all the rest of us have, and you'll be able to get to wherever it is that you wanna go, whatever that dream is, right? And for me at the time, my dream was to move to California from Connecticut. And we're talking 2013, okay? This is long before my kids ended up moving out here. I think I manifested all of that, because I would not probably have moved out here if they were still on the East Coast. But I really, really wanted to be able to sail year round. That was my dream, and live in beautiful, this beautiful environment and have great weather all year round. I didn't want to do cold winters anymore in Connecticut. That was my dream. And so what kept me going to learn everything I've learned, and now that I teach, was my dream of living here and having this view right here. So I want you to really focus on your dream and think about, what are you willing to do to get that dream, okay? And if one of the things that you are called to do is work with me in my 90-day quick start, or my 6-month program, or my hourly coaching, whatever it is, but I would really recommend the 90-day quick start, because you know we can always accomplish a lot in 90 days, you know, no matter what it is. And having that mindset of a 90-day commitment that can certainly be extended is a great mindset to have when you want to accomplish something, you know, really important, which is your dream. So I'm going to finish this up. There will be a link around this video for the 90-day quick start to apply, because today's the last day for the discount. Doesn't mean you can't apply by Saturday. You just won't get the discount. So, you know, be on top of this. Either way, it's worth every penny, because you get hands-on help from me for 90 days. And you can have automated leads coming in by the end of the first week. You don't have to wait 90 days to have your funnel finished. You could, if you're really like a fast learner, fast worker, you put the time in to learn the 5-step formula and implement it, you'll have your funnel up in the first week, and then we spend the next 90 days just teaching you more stuff, and you just keep getting better and better at it. So I hope to see your application. I hope this video has really helped you. I think it's really cool to be able to talk to your prospects in a different way that really helps them be able to get into their greatness, right? That's what we want to do, is we want to help them with their resistance so they can achieve their dreams, so they can get rid of that resistance and follow their heart so that they can achieve those dreams. And that's what I want for you too. That's why I do what I do, and help my students get to the next level in their business. So I will talk to you soon, and on my next training too. Thanks.